Hi everyone, welcome. So I'm in the US and I am at my mom's, who has had a rare form of cancer for 18 years and it's active right now. And so I'm helping her pack up her house so we can move her when it sells to Florida so she can be closer to family. And she's afraid of the tarot cards. She doesn't want them in her house. And so I wanted to come and just do a reading without the cards and really share with everyone what the message coming in is without the cards. The channeled message is that nothing should be different, that where you are is right where you're supposed to be, always, without exception, even if it seems unfair, even if it seems it's not right, that there's a reason that we can't see behind everything. And yeah, I heard the other day in my mind that accepting what is the same thing as creating in the eternal, in the field of possibilities. And what Rumi had said in the field, he talked a lot about, Rumi talked about falling in love inside of his own heart and finding just dizzying, intoxicating love within himself. And the key to that is, well, we want to find out how we can be happy and at peace. And it's always inside of us. And if we don't believe that, or if we're not sure, then all we got to do is try it out for ourselves. Experiment with it. It can be the hardest thing in the world to do, is sit and be still with ourselves. Ourselves in the body is trying to escape the truth, reality, love. So it doesn't understand that it actually wants to be quiet and with itself, where the love is, buried within its consciousness. So it's afraid, this body identity, it's afraid to find out what's inside. And it's only love. So it's the big trick. The big trick is we can distract, we can find love in the world, or, relief from being distracted in the world. But everything that we've ever longed for is within us. So I'll just give you the example. If you haven't already figured it out, not being at my mother and not being able to take the tarot cards to my mother's and use them could be looked at as being treated unfairly or being stopped from shining my light. But if I go with what is, then it's an opportunity to channel the spirit without the cards. It's an opportunity to expand outside of what I'm used to. It's an opportunity to see what the gift is of either not pressing record on the camera or turning the camera on without the cards. See, the spirit wants us to expand outside of our comfort zone. We're so comfortable with our pain and the matrix of the world. I mean, you guys, if you're watching this, you've heard a bit about it already, and you want the peace of God inside of your own heart, but you're having trouble meditating. You're having trouble being with yourself. You're having trouble coming outside your comfort zone. So we're just talking about it because we're only here just to remind each other. We're walking each other home. We're taking each other's hand and just saying, hey, remember, this world is temporal. We all know that. And we all know that the body dies. And most of us know that the mind continues, that there really are no endings, only beginnings. And this eclipse, this blood moon, this lunar eclipse that we just had, that energy is going to be around for a long time, but really 6 months. And what it's asking us, it's eclipsing the old self. It's literally eclipsing the self that's got to go. It's literally eclipsing the self that is afraid. It's eclipsing, it's overcoming the higher self. The eternal spirit within us is overcoming the darkness, is overcoming the temporal, is overcoming confusion, pain, suffering, and fear. That is what we came here to do. That is the only reason that we're here, is to heal the belief in suffering, the belief that we are separate from God, the belief that we could have separated from God and ended up in a world on a planet called Earth, while there are things being done against our will. This is the work. It's going inside and finding a stable altar within our own minds, within our own heart, that we can go to, this inner altar, no matter what. I've been here not a week and we've already lost all internet, all electricity. We had to sleep in the basement. There were tornadoes and flooding. Every time I come to the US, I have to face some catastrophic event. When I live in Mexico, it feels like it's very safe. Boring, but safe. But these are the things that we are healing. I am healing the belief that I could actually ever be bored. At 55 years old, I've literally toured the world. I've been a rock star. I played at the House of Blues in New Orleans every week for years. I've had a wonderful, wild, amazing life, and I still do. It's just not as active. And so we are all finding in our own lives where we think we have to look in our own lives where we think things should or could be different than they are now. I think as we grow older, life becomes more of an understanding that it's not about what we accomplish, it's about how we loved. And it always is. If you ask anybody on their deathbed, they're going to say, oh my God, nothing mattered except love. And this is, if you watch those near-death experiences, you could just watch that and awaken to the truth of who you are. Nothing really matters in this world except giving and receiving love, except communion with God, because we're all one, all of us. We don't understand that here, but we have a feeling that we're something beyond these bodies. And we know, the ones that are watching this, we know, we just are scared, and that there's nothing wrong with that. But that full moon eclipse, that blood moon in Virgo, was just saying the whole universe is here to help you out of your slumber, out of your sleep, out of your comfort zone, to come out into the world of light and love. And that whatever's in front of you, whatever person or animal or situation, that you can be in love and at peace always, and that it's always enough, and that your next step will be given to you in divine timing. You will be moved, so we don't have to stress, worry, suffer, and fret in any moment to worry about the next. It's the trick that there's even a next moment. There is only now, and everything can be forgiven right now, and only right now. The trick is that we could do something different in the future to be happy. If we are quiet and still right now, we can find the peace of God, and that moment will extend into eternity. So thank you for joining me today without my cards. And I will post this as soon as I get internet again. I'm sending so much love and light, and I'll see you very soon. Be not afraid, tread lightly. We're all the same, altered slightly. Do unto others, judge not your